Here are 10 facts of Bryce James, the youngest son of LeBron James, that you might not know. He's younger than his sibling Bronny and is already taller. Bryce's height as a 14-year-old was previously believed to be 6 feet 3, but as a 15-year-old, it's now said that he's 6 feet 6, making him 3 inches higher than his elder brother Bronny, who was 17 years old. However, given that his father was around the same height at this time in his life as well, it really isn't much of a surprise that he has the significant growth spurt. Given that he's just 15 years old, he may end up growing much more over the following several years and eventually reach a height similar to that of his father, who stands 6 feet 9. How tall could Bryce get? We'll see, but first, like this video and subscribe to this channel. As of right now, Bryce is a student at Sierra Canyon High School, beginning his sophomore year, while Bronny will graduate this year. Although the class of 2025 has not yet been rated, it's expected that when it does, he will be among the top-ranked high school prospects and will get interest from universities all around the nation. In fact, Duquesne University just extended Bryce his first several Division I college offers. Will LeBron, Bryce, and Bronny become the NBA's first family trio? LeBron has said that he won't retire until he has played alongside Bronny, but he now has another to consider.
Great job, Bryce!
What is the name of Bryce's favorite NBA player? Clearly not his father. Despite being the son of one of the greatest basketball players of all time, his father is not Bryce's favorite player. One of his father's opponents, Stephen Curry, is the NBA star he idolizes the most.
Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown, bangs! It's Curry from half court. Oh!
Although he wore number 30 in his early career as a tribute to Stephen Curry, he now looks to be playing with number 3. Whether or not this has any relevance to Curry is unknown. To say that Stephen Curry has influenced a new generation of shooters would be an understatement. It's possible that Bryce may adopt Steph's shooting skills and LeBron's domination on the floor. How great would that be? Another great thing would be you liking this video and subscribing to this channel. He's the most accurate shooter in the whole establishment. Surprisingly, in a household packed with professionals of the highest caliber, everyone in the family agrees that the youngest son has the steadiest and most accurate aim of the bunch. According to his father, Bryce is making it quite apparent that he is making an effort to model his play after the great Steph Curry. His highlights give the impression that he has a very rapid and clean stroke from the back of the court. The use of social media was strictly prohibited for Bryce and Bronny. Because of how cruel the internet can be these days, LeBron has a lot of regulations that are really stringent for his children, particularly when it comes to social media. And to tell you the truth, I don't blame him one bit. Before Bryce reached 14, he was not permitted to have an Instagram account, and Bronny is subject to the same age restriction. This supposedly came about as a result of a negative experience that the two kids had while using the app when they were young. When he eventually received the account, he wasted no time, despite the fact that he piled up over 100 million followers on the gram. Bryce's limits extend beyond the realm of social media. Because of the high danger of injury, his father, LeBron James, forbade him from playing football and ice hockey, and he was expected to follow in his footsteps and play hoops. In a contact sport like football or hockey, it would be foolish to jeopardize your reputation if your family has a history of brilliance. LeBron James has said that the only sports permitted in his home are basketball, baseball, and soccer. We all know that LeBron was a football standout in high school as well, but he wisely shielded his own children from the dangers he faced by not letting them play the sport. Before we proceed with the rest of the video, take this time right now to like and subscribe. Bryce's birth was the wildest of all of them, since it occurred the day after LeBron's first NBA Finals participation in 2007 and was swept by the San Antonio Spurs. I think there was a silver lining to the series with the Spurs. The close bond between Chris Paul and LeBron James is well known, and this further strengthens that narrative. Chris Paul was there during Bryce James's birth because of the fact that LeBron could not be there the whole time due to the NBA Finals. Chris Paul is his godfather since he was there at his birth. By the year 2021, LeBron had already verified it.
He was at the hospital for the birth of my second child, my second son, Bryce Maximus, and it happened to be during the NBA Finals then.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, so, he's the godfather of Bryce, and Bryce came out the night before, and then I went on to proceed to get my ass kicked by the Spurs the next.
Bryce's newfound height allows him to execute windmills and other dunks, in addition to his deadly three-point shooting. This is something you should look at. He's still young, so he has to mature physically, but the progress he's made so far is really promising. The spotlight that comes with being a member of a globally recognized family can be both beneficial and overwhelming. Bryce James is just a sophomore, yet he is already worth $748,000 according to NIL valuation. High school sophomores probably aren't even close to this statistics, assuming they even know what they are. Given that he just entered high school a year ago, this figure is certain to rise dramatically as he nears graduation. In recent times, rumors have circulated that Bryce James has surpassed his older brother Bronny as the family's most prominent member.
How good is LeBron's son?
He's very good. He's going to be I don't know if he's going to go play in college. If he were to go play in college, he would probably get a high major offer. I think assuming that he's going to be ready at age 19, that's a big ask, Dan. Maybe he will be. I mean, that's 2 years from now. Maybe he will be. But when I saw him play, he was a freshman. And there were two guys on his team that year that are now in the NBA. Zaire Williams, who's with the Grizzlies, and Brandon Boston, who's with the Clippers.
I'm curious to your opinion on Bryce James. Is all this hype justified? Can the James brothers really surpass their famous father LeBron? Now, if you're interested in seeing more NBA clips like this, you may do so by clicking on the link provided.